And he's out of there. Yeah, he said, no thank you, man. Okay, yeah. Let's just cancel that one. I don't know, thank you. We have a subscription already. No thank you. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, J Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Mardu Menacers. Yes, I am a big fan of Menace. I've been a big fan of Menace for a while. I like that Menace is hard to block. I used to be a big fan of unblockables. You know, I used to be a big fan of Fear. Or Terror. What was it called? Fear? Cannot be blocked except by black and artifact creatures. That was one of my favorite abilities on cards back in the day. Menace is close. Can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. And just makes things tricky, especially when you're first striking and death touching, which a lot of us will be doing with Mardu Menace here. We got a Splish Splash Dungeon in there too, just for funsies, and we're having a good time with this one. We actually turned up to Diamond. We actually started really ripping through diamonds in this one. So before we get to the nitty gritty of this new one, guys, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what I need you to do for me? Because not all of you are doing. Tenderly hit that like button. Gently hit that subscribe button. Or else, well, guys, the like and subscribe will come and brutally maul you if you do not. That is a YouTube werewolf who will hunt you down for not liking and subscribing. I know a lot of you aren't doing it. He's going to get you in the end. Leave a comment, too. I want to know what you think about this one. Love to hear your opinions. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. I would love to have you there. I have such a good time on streams. We have a blast streaming. We have old people, we got new people, we got everybody. Join us. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. We'd love to have you on the Discord. People are posting new decks every single day, trying out things, helping out with advice. You can check out my AetherHub for this deck and all the other ones that I build. That's the repository of every deck that J Villain has built. And of course, hey, you want to be a night villain? You want to be a true villain? Come join the villains today. You can become a channel member, get a bunch of cool perks, and I will send you a code for 6 free new Capenna packs. So you can't beat that deal anywhere. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about when we talk about Menace? Bloodchief's Thirst, a little bit of early removal, a little bit of late removal, as it were. Why are we doing this? What does it all mean? Kind of want to go aggro in here, kind of want people out of the way. The fun thing about Menace is that if you're swinging with a lot of Menacers, 3 Menacers, to block all of them, you need 6 blockers. Now that's a lot of blockers. When they only have 2, something's getting through. So the more removal that you have on the board for early stuff is going to be very good. Especially in the late game, you're going to have a lot of maybe Planeswalkers or something you need to pump. Get the Bloodchief. Goldhound, First Strike, and Menace. I love it. Part of the reason that I like First Strike on these, because a lot of stuff we have is First Strike, and we're going to have Thunderous Orator, who's going to absorb any of the powers that we are laying down. He's also a treasure dog. Maybe he's even a temple of the dog. And what that means is that he can be used as a treasure, essentially. He can help us ramp a little bit late in the game. So really good, aggressive early creature. And as an uncommon goes, he's just perfect. Kick in the door. You guys, you know I love Kick in the door. I'm the only guy who loves Kick in the door. Put a 1/1 creature. It gains haste into the end of turn. Can't be blocked by walls. Venture into the dungeon. Venturing into the dungeon is going to be part of this deck, early in this deck. What I like to do is I like to put it on anything that's going to venture in the dungeon when it attacks. So if I put Kick on the door on Triumphant Adventurer or somebody like Nadaar, right when they get out, they're going to double dungeon dive. Putting it on Nadaar is especially interesting because he will triple dive. 1 when he goes down, 1 when we play the spell, and 1 when he attacks. So he's all of a sudden going to be a 4/4 vigilance creature that can't be blocked by walls, and he's going to triple dungeon dive. He'll go all the way in Lost Mine of Found Lever. He'll go Fungi Caverns or Storeroom and almost get you all the way done there. Really, really cool stuff. Now, Sticky Fingers. Not everybody in this deck has Menace naturally. A lot of them do. What Sticky Fingers does is it gives Menace, and whenever it does damage, it get a treasure token. And we're not done yet, guys. We have another kicker because they didn't feel like it was a good value anyway. When the enchanted creature dies, draw a card. So for 1 red mana, we're getting a card draw if it dies, a treasure when it does damage, and it has Menace. Okay? Not everything has Menace in this deck. We're trying to give other things Menace too. So things like Triumphant Adventurer doesn't have Menace. Things like Nadaar doesn't have Menace. Those are perfectly acceptable things to put Menace on, especially when they're going to go in and get that treasure out. You can even give it on something that has Menace if you want to generate treasure, which is really going to be a value drop for you. Only 2 of them, that's fine. Thunderous Orator, I love this one. I think he's a vastly underplayed card. Why? Because he will absorb the power of anybody out there. 1 white and 1. What does he do? He essentially, like I said, he's just going to take everybody what it is. He's Vigilance, he's a 2/2, and when he attacks, he gains Flying, First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Indestructible, Lifelink, Trample, and Menace. So if we have somebody like Triumphant Adventurer going in, Death Touch, and First Strike, well, guess, a Thunderous Orator is a 2/2 Death Touch, First Strike, Vigilance. If we have him and Killian going in or anything with Menace, he's going to get all of them. He's going to be a Vigilance, Death Touch, First Strike, Menace. You know, that's a lot of stuff, guys. And if we have something with Lifelink, he's going to get all of it. So he will absorb all of the powers of all my other creatures. Really, really good drop right there. Killian, again, Lifelink and Menace. A little bit of black, a little bit of white. He's an Orzhov. 2 drop there. 1 black, 1 white. What I like about him is spells you cast that target a creature costs 2 less. What we're going to use this on is we're going to use this to kill other creatures. Bloodchief's Thirst, all of a sudden, is very cheap for direct removal. All of a sudden, things like Patch Up. I think Patch Up targets a creature. 3 target creatures. So Patch Up all of a sudden is cheap. March of Wretched Sour. I love this one. This makes March of Wretched Sour so much cheaper because all of a sudden we have 2 mana free. We only have to pay one black mana to do 2 damage to anybody because it's reduced. The X price is reduced by 2. If we have 3 mana to pay, we can do a grand total of 4 damage to somebody. That'll get rid of a Goldspan Dragon. That's pretty good, and we gain that life. So Killian is definitely going to help. He's going to have the Lifelink and the Menace there. It's going to be really good. Triumphant Adventurer, you know him, you love him. Death Touch, as long as it's your turn, Triumphant Adventurer has First Strike. Whenever he attacks, he ventures in the dungeon. Anybody with First Strike and Death Touch is going to be dangerous because nobody wants to get hit first off. He could kill the Tarrasque. With the First Strike he does, it doesn't matter. If they're not indestructible, they're going down. The interesting thing about that too is if he is a 2/2, if we put some more power on him, you can put 1 damage on each creature and kill them both. A lot of people don't know that. You can do, if you're doing First Strike with Death Touch, he does 1 and 1, and boom, it's done. And of course, I just desynced there. Okay, and now we're back. You know me, I like to desync. So really, really aggressive card there. Again, when you put Kick in the Door on there, that's going to be super cool too. I threw 1 Killian in here. I might throw another one. Honestly, you've got a case made here to have 2 Killians in this deck and do it at 61. Killian is certainly a useful card for this one because you create treasure, which is going to be essential for this. When Killian, Reclusive Planar, enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Other creatures you control enter the battlefield, additional 1/1. For each mana, you spent treasure on them. Great add to any kind of Mardu. Obviously very good in Rakdos. She will absolutely do it. Human Elf Bard. Helps with that treasure ramp a little bit and helps get that power and toughness out. And again, you see a lot of these are going to be very cheap creatures. We already talked about Nadaar. He is a great Selfless Paladin. I'm really going to miss this guy when he rotates out. He will help us push in the dungeon too. All the scrying we're going to do, all this abilities, all this treasure generation we can get from the dungeons here with Create the Tunnel or Look and Scry or Negative or Life Gain. It's all very useful. Whenever we complete a dungeon, he is going to give everybody +1/+1, which is extremely useful as well. That scrying is going to be a very, very useful combo later. I'm going to show you why. Patch Up. I don't know why more people aren't using Patch Up. Patch Up is a sneaky card from new Capenna here. 1 white and 2, return up to 3 target creatures, total mana value of 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Goldhound, guess what? I'm going to use Goldhound for treasure. I don't care. Because why? I can bring a Goldhound and a Triumphant Adventurer back from the dead for only 3 mana directly onto the battlefield. Okay, for that 3 mana. I'm pretty sure that when I use Killian, spells you cast that target a creature, these are targeting creatures, so it's only going to cost 1 to bring a grand total of 3 CMC creatures back to the board. Then I have enough mana to play Kick in the Door. I can immediately start hasting them out. Patch Up. I don't know how this one slipped by us. I love this. I might do a resurrection deck later, White Resurrection or Resurrection later. Path of Peril. The reason I chose this one is because I needed kind of a wipe. The early creature mana value of 2 or less is fine because it will leave my Shakedown, my Facebreaker, and my Nadaar alive and kill a lot of tokens and small stuff, which is useful against certain decks. And then we can hit the cleave for the Orzhov version and just crack everybody open and kind of reset the board. I don't really want to have to reset the board if necessary, but sometimes when you're just outgunned, it's your only option. I'm not too happy about it, but I feel Path of Peril is the right one to go with here. Shakedown Heavy. Yes, if we're talking Menace, we're talking Shakedown Heavy. This is where we start getting into the serious stuff here, guys. This is where we start getting the value. You're going to see the combo here of Shakedown Heavy and Professional Facebreaker. Yeah. Shakedown Heavy, 1 black and 2. Ogre Warrior Menace, 6/4 Menace. Whenever Shakedown Heavy attacks, defending player may have you draw a card. If they do, untap Shakedown Heavy, remove from combat. That's why if we start going into these dungeons, we start getting that Scry 1, Scry 2, Scry 3, or all that stuff like that, or draw a card. We start getting card draw. We start valuing out card draw like crazy. We start getting cards left and right, and we also get to start setting our deck the way we want it when we hit there. Professional Facebreaker, on top of that, is going to even push us further because the 2/3 mana on Professional, 2/3, 1 red and 2 Menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Sacrifice a treasure token, exile the top card of your library. You may play this card this turn. All the treasure, we can start pulling cards off the top of our library, and if we are scrying, we can know what all of them are. We can set what we need, we can dig for what we need, and we can get absolute value by sacking those treasure tokens. We're going to have a lot of them with what we're going to be making there. So Facebreaker and Shakedown, I love it. March of Wretched Sorrow, again, a little bit of targeted removal, a little bit of life gain there for you. And then the mana base, as complex as ever. 1 Eiganjo, 2 plains, 1 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, that's a Menacer right there. 2 swamps, 1 mountain, 3 Blightclimb, Shattered, Blightstep, Haunted Ridge, Needleverge Pathway, Sundown. Kind of complicated, but hey, them's the breaks. 2.0 average, absolutely aggro. 22 lands, 24 creatures altogether. We're all over the place, but we have a decent amount of humans. 2 instants, 11 sorceries, 3 artifacts, 2 enchantments. Pretty even across the board distribution, except more black than anything. We have our nice Kaldheim Mardu things here. It's the most Mardu card back IO. Nothing more than 3 on this one, boys. So we can actually resurrect anything we can with Patch Up. So 1, 2, and 3, that's it, guys. Pretty aggressive, pushing it. We're getting a lot of card draw value. We're getting a lot of aggression. We're going to be able to find a lot of answers when we dig in, and we're going to be able to sneak by a lot of blockers, hit a lot of removal. It's been really effective. Let's get into it, boys. It's too abusable. Boogeyman, 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 boogeyman. Grizzly Andrew TV. Okay. Alright. That's a pretty good hand. Opponent goes first. I'd love to go first one of these days, man. Be really cool. Let's do that. Alright, let's do this. Triumphant Adventurer. If I had to say something was going to get banned, my money would be on Arcane Bombardment. That's just my 2 cents. I don't know if that's really going to hit. Let's do that. There you go. We don't need one of those. We already got one of them. Swing. Treasure token. And turn. Lord Drakewater. Oh, it's been a while, Mr. Drakewater. Or should I say Lord Drakewater? Alright, yeah, we're going to get rid of that Vob. You got to get rid of the Vobs. Murgasa Rootwaller. How you been, bro? You been doing alright? You been hanging in there? Just popping in to say hello. Well, that's disappointing, man. I was hoping you'd hang out for a little while, man. I was really hoping we'd see you for a little bit there. Each opponent loses one, gain one. And then, of course, we're going to play the removal on Vob. And swing in with the heavy boys. And we are going to venture into the dungeon. And draw. And venture into the dungeon. And scry. Haunted Ridge, don't need it. And there we go. Both. Alright, fantastic. Patch up as long as he doesn't hit a mass exile, which I don't think he has the money for yet. We're going to be alright. Fell at our retreat. Murgasa is going to put down a guy there. Yeah, man, I get what you mean, bro. I'm glad you're here, though. Man, I'm glad you came by to say hello, though. I do like to see all the old heads, the new heads, the cold heads, and the dead heads. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and kill the Murgasa Rootwaller. Paul, we don't need him doing nothing anymore. Let's go ahead and swing in. Pop. Create a treasure token. And scry. And we'll take that. We don't need... Well, we could actually use that. Right, we do that. So now that we've scried, and then we can say Runestone Caverns. We can play them, yes. Auto pay. And we can do first strike base. Both. There we go. Alright. Just don't hit me with Farewell. That's all I'm asking. Just don't hit me with Farewell. Just don't do it. No, he's gonna hit me with Scoot Swarm. Okay, Scoot Swarm. I can deal with Scoot Swarm. Murgasa Root Grazer. That's fine too. I don't care about that. That's not good, but we can put that down, and we can swing. Trigger. Deep Mines. So we're going to scry. We don't need that. Draw 3 cards and reveal them. Pay one of them without paying its mana cost. Do that. And of course we're going to go in again. Tomb of Annihilation. And Shakedown Heavy. He's got to decide whether or not he wants to take that or give me a card to draw. He's going to give me another card to draw, which I love. And then, of course, we're going to use Professional Face Breakers power here to keep drawing cards to get our value. Oh no, that didn't do nothing. All right, so let's do that. Do that. He thinks he's going to kill Nadaar. Oh, apparently he's not going to kill Nadaar. Okay. Create a treasure token, so we're going to activate that ability again. And it's another freaking mana. Let's do that. We're getting this mana chunks out of it. Look at that. Look at that chunk of mana there. Look at that big old beefy chunk of mana there. Okay, so let's put down Killian. Inkling, yeah. Treasure. And Face Breaker. There you go. Voice of the Blast. I don't think that's going to cut it, homie. I honestly do not think that's going to cut it. Return target land to its owner's hand. He's going to try to hit the trigger again there. The irony of AI exile. I mean, it's breaking up my clumps, right? I mean, got that going for us. At the very least. All right, Goldhound. Okay. At least we'll do this. Push, 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 push. There we go. Each player loses 2 life unless they sacrifice a card. I'm going to decline. I'll lose the 2 life. Yeah, each player unless it's artifact or land. Sacrifice creature, artifact, or land. Sure thing, bud. I'm going to sacrifice that. Oof. And then we'll create Atropal. God of Death. He's got to choose to give me the thingy there. Alright. And we'll hit next. Yeah. First strike. It can be a treasure deck. It's not. I mean, it's heavy on treasure. It's not really set 100% up for that. That's kind of one of the bonuses of it. But I wouldn't say that it's an exclusive treasure deck. Create treasure to create treasure. Now we do this. Hit that. And we do that. And he's out of there. Yeah, he said no thank you, man. Okay, yeah. Let's just cancel that one. I don't know thank you. We have a subscription already. No thank you. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. What's up, Darkness? How you doing, bro? That was absurd in all the right ways. Indeed. I think we got time for one more. We'll try one more, and then we're going to close it up. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm using a different OBS, and unfortunately, it's slightly different. So because I'm lazy, I don't reconfigure my OBS to do two different streams. I just have two separate OBS programs. So one is for streaming YouTube and one is for streaming Twitch. So I screw them up sometimes because I find that to be more convenient. Yeah, I mean, switching your whole and redoing the stream key again, it's such a mess to try to get it, to try to get, to try to change where you're streaming to multiple times, especially twice a day. It's just like, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and, Just do two different. Yeah, Mike Rocks, what's up, man? I don't know why people don't use Patch Up, man. Patch Up's good. Hey, Magic Studios, what's up? How you doing? Cyrnia. Oh, is gonna Baleful Mastery me. Student cost paid, that's fine. Oh, another professional face breaker. Alright. What is it and what it do? Alright, he's gonna run in with that guy. Got some. He's got premium everything here, so there's a whale here, guys. I don't see a non-premium card here. So we're playing a whale. They're almost mythic, so, you know. Oh, Magic Studios. Oh, look at that. It Resolves coming in with the $10 dono. I appreciate it, man. Holy Lord. I know I got to represent Mardu, man, after that deck today you put out, bro. Check out It Resolves, by the way. Just click his name, man. He's I've seen him run a couple of Mardu decks, which I think Mardu doesn't give enough love. And I'm saying Mardu a lot. What that is a little something we call red, white, and black, which is probably my favorite triple color. I want to say it's probably my favorite triple color. It used to be Abzan, but we've had really lacking Abzan support. At least we've had a very slight amount of a very, very slight amount of whatchamacallit support lately. The Mardu story? Man, why is it laggy so? Why is it so glitchy right there, man? Why are we having such glitch issues? My stream is alright. YouTube is not receiving enough. Why is YouTube not receiving enough? Generate treasure. Okay. Why is it so... Alright, let's change the settings around a little bit. Okay, let me turn off the preview mode here. Minimize that. There we go. He's going to do nothing. My turn. Ooh, okay, so there's that. We have Patch Up. So he wanted to hit that. All right, let's grab a treasure there and try to grab some cards off the top. Professional Face Breaker, very useful if you're running treasure. There's a Triumphant. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, glitch is crazy. I don't know what's up with that. Do not know what's up with that. All right, there's a removal. He's going to lose, either going to lose Jaren or something here. Oh, he can put Hive of the Eye Tyrant out too. That doesn't really matter. I'm very unconcerned with losing stuff. Because I have patch up and everything is cheap. So we're going to do that. Hit. I'm going to create treasure. Double treasure. Okay. All right. And then, of course, we hit patch up. Bring Professional Facebreaker back. Jaren, Corrupted Bishop is... Oh, he's... Darn, he's 3, huh? So we can't pop him. We can't pop him. Please let me know if the glitches have gotten better. I'm trying to turn off the monitors to try to smooth it out. I don't know why the stream health is so bad. Oh, there's Invoke Despair. Sacrifice a creature. Let's do Killian. What's the point of this deck? Value, treasure value, and menace. If we can get in on treasure value and menace, we can usually get something going here. We can get a pretty wide board. We can get a pretty aggressive board. So Shakedown Heavy. Definitely want to play that. Let's send everybody in. Yeah, let's do it. I don't have an NVIDIA. I actually have a unfortunately I have an internal one, which is not great. So if we scry here, Sticky Fingers, I don't really want that. I think I probably need to optimize. I probably need to optimize for. Oh, okay. You're talking to my viewers. Okay, I appreciate that. I thought you were saying to help my streaming issues. Let's crack that. All right, gold. All right, Goldhound. Pop, pop. There we go. All right. So let's submit that. Kick in the door. We'll create a treasure token. Let's grab another thing. Oh, Killian, Inkling Duelist. We'll hold on to that. We will swing. We will scry. Scry 2 here. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. Exile top 2 cards in my library. I can play them this turn. Auto pay. Yes, I want that down. Golden Dragon Fire. Yes. The Golden Dragon Fire build is quite spicy. quite spicy. Yes, quite. Alright, let's do that. Oh, it's a mana. Okay, so we will do that. Let's do that. Alright, so did that one down. That one down. And we end the turn. And he's out of there. Cernea. Yeah. It's tough. Good wide board there. Nice. Yeah, the real... yeah, Goldspans is... Unfortunately, you know, I do try to brew occasionally with paper in mind. And people always go, Jay, how come you don't... how come you didn't put 5... You know, why don't you put 3 Meat Hook Massacres in it, 4 Meat Hook Massacres in it, and 3 in the sideboard? And it's like, bro, they're $60 a piece, man. I'll stick with 2. I'll try to, you know. I actually made probably the cheapest deck that I made in paper. If you go onto my AetherHub, you can buy the entire deck for probably about $20, mana included. Is I made a Artisan Zombie deck that's very cheap. But I am aware of card prices. You know, I realize I'm playing on Arena, which is, you know, if I spend $50 on Arena, I can get pretty much everything I need to build here. But, you know, doing it in paper is... okay, pretty good. No early plays here, so let's put down that. We got Triumphant Adventurer. Codis Lobra. We got the old Codis Lobra there. All right. Puppy Power there. Okay. Let's put down Sanctum Sanctorum. Let's cut ramp. Add treasure. I don't need Hive with the Eye Tyrant. Puff. Alright, there we go. Alright, that way we can hit Nadaar with the Haster, and we'll get +2 across the board. Hey, MTG Hillbilly. My voice sounds better on YouTube. My voice sounds better because I got a new microphone. I think that's the main thing there. And I've tried to adjust levels a little bit. I'm going to be putting it on a boom arm like an actual content creator, like an actual person. And it'll actually be dangling in front of me from a boom arm instead of just my little $20, $30 mic that was ad hoc stuffed in front of me occasionally. I'm turning into a real boy. Let's see. Each one loses 1 life and gains 1 life. All right, and when we swing, we're going to be giving +1 to everything here. We're actually going to be going into the next dungeon as well. All right, let's go into that one. You got your green screen today. That's pretty good, man. Good for you, bro. There's a treasure token. There's another one. Let's put down a Triumphant. All right, and we'll end the turn there. Green doesn't have the mass removal that this guy... Yeah, he's out of there. I didn't think he had enough removal to deal with that. Very good. Don't forget to like the video, guys. This is a live stream, but you can actually like the live stream, and it can help it drive up the algorithm of YouTube, the most loathsome algorithm. So and yeah, thank you guys for coming. Goku, uh-oh. But can I beat Goku, though? That's the real question. But can I beat Goku, though? I'm not running Ishin. Two reasons. I've run like 2 Ishin decks. And I don't really have enough triggers to justify it. I think I've mastered the Ishin deck. I really, really, really hit a very, very good Ishin deck previously, and I feel like I feel like I'm at the point where I don't really need to do another one. And it resolves just in an Ishin deck, so I felt like I'd be copying him, you know what I mean? I figured he'd be like, hey man, here's a cease and desist order for deck copying. Nah, I'm just kidding. Obviously, whatchamacallit is fantastic. It Resolves is a fantastic channel. He does paper too. I like, you know, I got to start doing some of that. Hey, what's up, Gums Pulled Jackus? Well, next thing you need is a mic and a camera. Well, I would have got the mic and the camera before the green screen, but hey, you do you, man. If you want to start with a nice beginner mic that's not going to break the bank, that's going to be decent, I just retired my Tonar 777, and it's maybe under $30 usually on Amazon, and it'll do you, it'll work for you fine. I made all my videos up until now with the Tonar 777. It never did me wrong. As far as camera goes, I don't use a camera, and I probably never will. So, you know, there's that. Howling Moon. This is just my emergency button. Part of the reason I have the Path of Peril here is I do have plenty of patch-ups, so I can survive a little bit. No blocks. I am going to take the hit there. I can survive a little bit better than the average board wipe, but I noticed I can get overwhelmed very quickly in this meta right now. So part of the reason you've got to be able to have that. You've got to be able to have that emergency button. And also, once I get my bigger ticket items out, Facebreaker and Shakedown, I can do it and dodge that. Oh, we can get him with that one, boys. We can get him with that one. Is it really worth sacrificing just to kill the Goldhound? No, it's not. Unfortunately, I am going to have to kill your Outland Liberator. He is going to sacrifice it for the Goldhound. He wants to do it so bad. He just doesn't like that Goldhound. What is my favorite deck? Currently or of all time? Currently, it's my mono black, which is running at 86% win rate. That is just crushing people. I mean, it's just crushing people. I mean, it's crushing people, guys. Guys, it's crushing people. Yeah, my mono black despair is very good. Daytime J, his favorite Esper control. Oh my goodness, this is not Esper control. I don't know where you got your information, man. Have you been playing Mardu and calling it Esper? Because that might be the problem there. You might have them confused. You swap out the gross blue for glorious red. I have an Ishin Mardu deck that is absolutely gangbusters on my channel. I think I called it Last Samurai. Let me take a look at it here. Oh, Simic, yep. Listen, I don't know if everybody knows, I will play a Simic deck if you pay the Simic tax. Yeah, triple double here. I know it says 0 losses, but this one is very good. Double clutching that heat. Bring in the wolf, man. I don't care. Bring in the wolf. Oh, my favorite decks are Simic and Esper. The Simic price is Mercedes SLK 300 or 200. Listen, I'm not greedy. So that's all you got to do. If you want to see me run my version of a great Simic deck, I don't care really how I get it. As long as I do get a Mercedes SLK hardtop convertible in black with black interior, I'll run a Simic deck. No questions asked, no problem. You know. And let's do 3 damage. Submit 0. Auto pay. Oof, look at that. You hate to see that happen. Yeah, that was the triple combat one. Yeah, it has a Simic and it had not Simic. It's a Mardu with 3 combat phases because we ran Morog. So we ran Ishin, the Lightning's Heir or whatever, and Morog, so we can get 3 attack phases, which is ridiculous that you can pull that off. And it's not easy to get. I mean, honestly, you'll probably win before you get 3 attack phases, but just the fact that you can do it. Hey, Moonwatcher. Sorry what I'm doing to these. Sorry what I'm doing to these werewolves. I'm not. I mean, I gotta beat what's in front of me. Don't be upset. Hallpack Avenger. He's gonna swing in. Big boy Hallpack Avenger right now. He's gonna swing for the hills here. Block. Pop, pop, pop. All right, there we go. Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. I forgot when he's in his Avenger mode. Oh, damn, I fucked it up. I was thinking he wasn't in Avenger mode. Yeah, I had to let all that through. Oh, man, they got me in the end. That was completely a punt right there on my point. I'm thinking, I didn't realize that he had transformed. Because I'm looking back and forth between this and the chat on the other screen. No, if he transformed, you cannot touch anything. Yeah, if he's transformed, you can't do anything to him. You got to exile him. All I had to do was let that go through, and I absolutely punted that right there. Well, that's a loss, but well, it was almost a win if you're not me. Well, I also have. I forget his secondary effect. I forgot that. When he's in his werewolf form, his damage applies to everybody. I know his effect is that he damages people when he gets damaged, But his secondary effect is any of your creatures take damage, he reflects the damage. And I used the absolute worst blockers I could have gotten right there. I could have just used anything else to block, and I would have come out much better. But opponent goes first. I'll keep it. Well, I mean, you can watch Snow's stream, and you can see the shenanigans she gets up to there. I'm occasionally there when she's streaming. I'm just not on camera. We won't do that. There we go. White. Let's do Professional Facebreaker. Let's pop him. Oh, not perfect. Thunderous Orator, not Facebreaker. Swing. Grab that. Ooh, yeah, you know what? I could use a black mana. That actually wouldn't hurt. Oh, he's gonna do him in. Don't really care. All right. So let's do this. Let's face break, incinerate here. Swing. He's gonna get Menace, First Strike, and Death Touch. Create a treasure token. Hit. You can put down the shaky boy right there. Actually, you know what? We're going to hold on to that. He might run a board wipe. I just realized we're playing black here. We're playing black here. Can you show me one game of your mono black? Yeah, at the end I can. Once I got everything I need here. Yeah, there's the Despair. So let's do sack that creature. Hit. Okay. Everyone's running Despair now. I mean, Despair is an unbelievably powerful creature, so let's do this. Run that. Each opponent lose one line, we gain one. Fantastic. Swing in. You're going to have to give me a card. Bop. All right. Fantastic. Create a treasure token. Great. And Sawazio might be done. He might have a board wipe here. He doesn't have enough to hook me. Well, no, he doesn't have enough to hook me. Welcoming Vampire, that ain't gonna be it, Chief. That ain't it. You needed a wipe there. Yeah, that was a oops. All right, where are we at on the recording? All right, we got a time for. Let's try another Mardu Menace here. And hey, maybe we'll run a mono black if you want. If you're not a member on YouTube, I mean, if you're not a member on Twitch, you can actually become a channel member and request things and do stuff like that. You can actually join the channel. You can donate. It's just like Twitch, but for the people who don't have Twitch or don't want to go on Twitch, I do this occasionally. So that's how you get that lovely gold skull next to your name there. Thunderous Orator, Triumphant Adventurer. And let's do that. Let's do that. He's going to have Death Touch and First Strike. All right. let's do Orator, and let's do an Adventurer again. Why not? Let's do that. Scry. Sticky Fingers. Ooh, that's probably one of the weakest ones we have. That's a good early play, but in middle game, heading into the middle game, I don't want that. First strike, hit. Okay. He's ramping to something here. Okay, there's a Shy of Soul of the Wild. Very nice. Very nice. I will take the 4. I'm not worried about that. And then we'll, of course, just kill the big lady. She got to go. Create a treasure token. And each opponent, well, we'll do -4. A Shy Stomper is actually not bad. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. A Shy Stomper is not a bad combo there. All is land. Yeah, you can get it out quickly. Well, I mean, you could probably get Stomper getting ready to go faster with a Shy, because you can get a Shy out turn 5, so it's probably easier to get a Shy out and hit Topiary. There's another Shia. Okay. All right. Let's see here. What do we want to do? I think if we Wretched Sorrow Topiary. Oh, let's try this then. Well, let's Wretched Sorrow Kodama. Submit 0. Let's just do 3. Autopay. Might have the protection card here. No, he doesn't. Okay. He did not have the protection card there. Swing, 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 swing. Draw a card, and then we'll go in again. Woof. I'm going to try to put his life down, man. Let's make everybody lose a life. He's going to lose the Topiary. He's got 7 coming. Okay, yeah. I think he might have accepted his fate here. He might have a wipe. Storm the Festival. Okay, it could be dangerous there. 18 life. If he gets something trample-y. No, he didn't get anything trample-y, unfortunately. Yeah, he didn't get anything trample-y. He needed trample there to win. He needed the trample. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. All we got to do is block that. Maybe, no. Yeah. Bowsquirp Fists is, yeah, he goes down. All right, we're doing pretty good with our Mardu here, guys. Doing pretty solid overall. All right. Well, we got to... That's going to be it for me tonight, guys. We're going to leave it right there. Pretty good. I mean, we pushed into Diamond 3 pretty effectively. We had a good time with this one when the Shuffler isn't fighting us. That's the true enemy. That's the ultimate boss there. I think the word of the day is going to be menacing, which I've probably used as word of the day again. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm happy about it. Might catch some more day streams later. I got to work on something for tomorrow. Psycho is my name. I didn't even say hi, Psycho. Thank you so much for coming by, guys. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.